Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of boys high school volleyball. Coon Rapids Cardinals hosting the Maple Grove Crimson. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro sidelines, and Howie not yet a varsity sport, but it will be next season.
Very excited to be here tonight, Joe, and you can tell the momentum that this sport is gaining. I mean, the numbers alone just in kids coming out and wanting to be a part of this program. And so it's fun for you and I to come out here and see what it's all about. Even if it is not sanctioned quite yet this year, it will be next year, but it's a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah, and the popularity and the demand for it across the state has grown really exponentially over the last handful of seasons. I know former Coon Rapids girls basketball coach Tom Wico was coaching the Southwest Lakers club team a few years back.
A school close to your heart.
Yes, sir. So, and I know others who have boys who play at other schools here in the metro. So, good to see another option available for boys coming in the spring.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And, you know, Maple Grove's a really good program, and it's going to be a really good test for the Cardinals squad. I talked to head coach Kyle Fleury about it, and he said this is a Maple Grove team that is strong year in and year out. Maybe not as strong this year as they have been in past, but definitely top three in the conference, fighting it out with Rogers and Wayzata. And Red is in the house, always.
That, in and of itself, legitimizes the sport.
Absolutely.
And Kyle Fleury, as you mentioned, for the coach for the Cardinals, he's a Coon Rapids alum, class of 2013.
Yeah, he was a golf captain, played basketball.
It'll be interesting to see how over the next handful of years how much faster it continues to grow now that it is a varsity sport. And when you look at it down the road, 10, 12 years from now, when it's been an option for kids from the time they first started discovering sports, how much the play is elevated across the board.
Well, I'm talking to Jamison Gray, head coach for the Crimson. He said we had 64 guys come out for the program this year. They have 4 teams, and so and the Cardinals, I know Carl told me 48. So it's really, you can see in the numbers that it's continuing to rise in popularity.
Coon Rapids off to a 2-0 start. Maple Grove 2-1. And as you had mentioned, their only loss to Andover, one of the best teams in the area.
Yeah, they were shut out 3-0 by Andover. So Andover definitely a solid volleyball squad for the guys, and obviously teams aspire to be like that. Now we're getting ready to get this one underway, Joe. This should be a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see what they bring. I've clearly watched men's volleyball at the Olympic level, and incredibly fast and exciting sport to watch. I don't know if I'll keep up with it quite the way that I'm used to.
You're Joe Young. You're Joe Young, man.
We may just talk about the points after they happen. We'll just see how it goes. A lot of times the girls' game is plenty fast to get ahead of me.
Yes.
But we'll learn as we go, much as we have with everything else.
That's right. It's a learning curve for us. Got the best, one of the best camera guys in the business, Dave Emmy, behind one of the cameras here tonight. Look at, he's not putting on his shoulder. He must. He's getting to be kind of a prima donna now. He's got to have a stand for his camera. I never see him on a stand. He's always on his shoulder. There he is.
All right,
oh,
the
he's
obligatory.
peeking. He's peeking behind.
The obligatory Emmy shot out of the way before we even get into action. And boy, there
he is.
They're working on the rotation here. It's taking a moment.
Yeah,
Make sure everybody's got the right personnel on the court. Both Barrows check in on each side, and it looks like we're ready to play.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 19, Lucas Yang.
Lucas Yang will start it off for Coon Rapids with the serve. And of course, we somewhat familiar with the sport itself, being that we've done volleyball once or twice on the girls' side.
Yeah, we have, just a couple. When I was talking to James Gray, head coach for Maple Grove, I said, you know, what's your thoughts on Coon Rapids? He says they worry him a little bit. He feels that they could go on a really solid run.
Passed across by Avery Yang, the spike attempt and the kill for Max Miley.
Coach Gray called Max Miley an up-and-comer in this program. So, but Coach Gray said inconsistency and unforced errors have been hurting him in their first few matches, and that's something that if the Cardinals can take advantage of, they'd be a little concerned with. So,
attack from the left side for Griffin Garbo is into the net, and the Crimson lead continues to grow.
A quick early lead here, just 3-0, you know, but quick one for the Crimson.
Landon Kasulki serving for Maple Grove. Going to go back to Garbo on the left side. He hammers it home this time. Cardinals earn the side out.
Well, I know Griffin Garbo, one of the players for the Cardinals that play on the Minnesota Select team. Boy, he gets some height on that. And Coach Gray coaches that squad, so he's obviously familiar with, obviously not his own players, but obviously some players on the Cardinal side as well.
Andrew Hyatt serving for Coon Rapids. Crimson looked to attack in the middle, but a fan by Jed Fair as he just mistimed his jump a bit. And the lead down to 1.
Well, we talk about it all the time when we do volleyball. It's a sport that goes in runs, certainly can go in runs.
Momentum can be such a big key. Service error will give it back to Maple Grove. And now Miley at the service line. Connor Jordan blocked at the net. Garbo from the right side pokes it over the block. Gets the service back for the home squad.
Yeah, this is a smart play because he got enough underneath it and get it up over that first line of defense, and it's able to fall to the floor for the point.
Connor Jordan serving. Middle attack for Fair, off the block attempt, and a kill side out for Maple Grove.
Serving for the Crimson, number 42, Jed Fair.
Chabaka back in for Maple Grove. They've got some size, a little size advantage over there. This one tipped over by Yang. Great effort headed out of bounds for Devin O'Callahan.
Well, again, that tip over, you know, it didn't have a lot on it, but it had enough on it to cause Maple Grove some trouble returning the point.
Placement as important as power. Garbo at the service line. His team trailing by 1 in this first set. And his cousin Sam Garbo got under it and returned it right on the line for a Maple Grove point.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of the Garbo family in attendance tonight.
Ryan Patton.
Well, Patton's just a freshman, and Coach Gray said in the next number of years he's going to be leading this team.
Huge hops for Avery Yang, and he did find the line. That was Trying to become my favorite athlete of all time.
All time?
Serving for the Cardinals, number 23, Yang.
He is, he jumped right about his own height.
Yeah, no, he
In the air to get to that one.
he definitely elevated on that.
Big kill on the other side for O'Callahan. Crimson maintaining that lead. Well, it's no surprise to longtime CTN viewers that I champion the
vertically
height,
challenged.
The vertically challenged,
Yes.
Heart over height.
Yeah.
It's my new favorite saying that came to me from one of the young basketball players at the basketball banquet.
Yep.
This one pushed to the back corner. Good save by O'Callahan. Little tip over the net for Miley. Yang from backcourt. Good volley going, but it's ended with the kill at the net for Gavin Chabika.
Yeah, and a nice set for him to be able to get underneath it and get the height he needed to get that kill. 8-5 lead for the Crimson here in set number 1.
O'Callahan at the service line. Largest lead so far, and that one just misses. The service error gives it right back to Coon Rapids.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 1, Julian Bang.
Julian Vang serving for Coon Rapids. Jordan in the middle, and that's long.
Well,
We also talk about that in girls volleyball is you got to limit making the mistakes and giving your opponent points.
Well, you know, I like the thought on it because he's going for that back line, that defense up a little bit. He's trying to get it to stay in bounds, but just a little bit too much on it.
Sam Garbo with the serve for Maple Grove. Attack for Josh Hyatt, but the Crimson able to pick it up. They respond with Kasulki. Cardinals scrambling. Bang sends it across. Garbo is there. That one is going to be tipped wide by Kasulki, and back to a 2-point deficit for Cardinals.
Look at this Cardinals just to stay in this one, keep it close. You know, get between 2 and 3 points and keep it that way. And then just try and take that lead.
Lucas Yang with the serve. Crimson with a quick set and the kill for Jed Fair.
In the green, Crimson, number 41, Grady Wright. Serving for the Crimson, number 36, Landon Kasulki.
Kasulki returns to the service line for Maple Grove. That one just a little mistimed and misspaced on the Cardinal front line.
Well, and you bring up the word space, and when talking to Coach Fleury, he said, what are your thoughts against Maple Grove? They're a good opponent. He says we try and tell the guys not to worry about the opponent. Look for those spaces and those opportunities on the open floor, no matter who you're playing.
Garbo hammering from the left side, but firing long.
And the Crimson started to open up their lead here now up to 5.
Hyatt picks up the serve. Avery Vang will send it across. Big block in the middle for Hyatt. And the Cardinals desperately needed that point.
That was huge. Just great timing and just, nice job between Hyatt and Jordan applying that pressure at the net using their height. Then you can see Hyatt with a great play with the block.
He heads to the service line. Kasulki can't find the floor. Garbo tips it over the defense. Great diving save by Kasulki, but it is out of bounds in Cardinal point. Or I'm sorry, that was O'Callahan.
Yep. That was awfully close.
It's not horseshoes.
No, or hand grenades.
Miley to the service line for Maple Grove, a 4-point lead just about midway through this first set. Crimson have not trailed. Wow, does he have hops. Avery Yang got up and just tattooed Sam Garbo in the chest with that kill.
Yeah, you know, you don't have to be the tallest guy in the court to get those kind of opportunities when you have jump like that.
Kasulki across and a hammer job for Devin O'Callahan.
Again, just a good setup to get him that opportunity.
In the middle, strong kill for Michael Iway.
I mean, getting that ability, getting up there, and then with such power as he pounds it to the floor. Makes it a 14-11 lead for Maple Grove.
Garbo serving. In the middle, punched at by Chabica. There's Yang. That's up into the rafter. Another kill for Avery Yang.
Yeah, and I think that was heading out. So good opportunity for the Cardinals here. Now we're down by 2.
Ran a little fake up front to draw the defense, and the kill for O'Callahan. 15-12. Ryan Patton, the freshman, back to the service line for Maple Grove. Picked up by Julian Vang. Just mistimed on the far side by Josh Hyatt. Coon Rapids will call a timeout, down by 4.
Yeah, they drew within 2, and a couple of points now by the Crimson to push that lead back to 4 here in set number 1. But you know, nicely played first set between these two squads. Cardinals just want to make sure they keep it close here, so they have an opportunity at the end. Yeah, talking to Coach Fleury before the match, the guys are pretty excited about the opportunity for CTN to be here and get an opportunity to show their sport. And we're excited as well.
And again, it will be very interesting to see how the sport grows and evolves over the next few years even, but more so over the next decade.
Think we'll still be here in a decade?
It's a tough question.
It is a tough question. Oh, we've been...
Had a little false start rotation issue before the service by Patton. And we'll try it again. Vang is there, jump set, but Yang a little too far behind. Couldn't get there to put anything effective on it.
Yeah, he didn't get what he wanted to.
So Maple Grove back ahead by 5, equaling their largest lead of this first set. Highway in the middle, and that was, how is that not a double touch? Either way, it ends up on the Crimson side of the net.
Serving the Cardinals number 23, Avery Yang.
Yang's service picked up by Garbo. Kasolki pounds it past the defense and gets the side out right back.
Yeah, again, gets so much on that. And Cardinals trying to get an opportunity to return it just off the hand.
Big, tall kid, long levers. Listed as a setter. I haven't seen him doing as much of the setting as the attacking, but good quick movement to set up Chabika in the middle, but sent just long.
Yeah, a little too much on it.
Serving the Cardinals number 1, Julian Bang.
Julian Vang. Nice block by Andrew Hyatt, but out of bounds. Successful kill for Landon Kasolki.
Number 6, Sam Garbo.
Garbo's serve picked up by Yang. Josh Hyatt. Crimson able to recover almost. And just not quite enough on it for Max Miley.
Well, this is an important service for Coon Rapids, down 19-15. See if they can go on a little bit of a run and cut into that 4-point lead.
Lucas Yang will check back in and head to the service line. Spins it wide and gives it right back.
Yes, tough spot for a service error there.
In the game, Crimson number 41, Grady Reitmeyer. Serving for the Crimson number 36, Landon Kasolki.
Kasolki to serve. Vang is there. Yang the set. Hyatt power, but a good pickup. Miley can't get it to the floor. Cardinals able to get it back over, and the Crimson.
That's a heck of a point.
Just watched it fall.
Serving for the Cardinals number 21, Andrew Hyatt.
Andrew Hyatt to serve. Cardinals need a run. This one served right back near the net. Jordan pushes it over. Miley there to pick it up. Attack from Reitmeyer, but Vang was there. Cardinal attack from Hyatt goes long.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was good. It was a nice volley going, but couldn't find that back line.
Serving for the Crimson number 24, Max Miley.
Max Miley to serve. Hyatt goes to the floor to pick it up. They'll go to Yang on the far side. Vang sent it over after the block. Garbo sends it across. And the Crimson reached over to try and finish it, so it'll be Coon Rapids point.
So Crimson coach Gray, he coached for a long time. He's been coaching for 30 years, but he's coached for a long time, both the boys and the girls. Recently,
another one up into the rafters. This time the Crimson able to recover. Garbo puts it into the net. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
rafter
okay.
shot.
Yeah, you gotta mention the rafter shot. So anyway, he had coached both the boys and the girls, and now strictly concentrating on the guys program.
Fair serves. Cardinals set it back up to Yang. Fair puts an arm out and keeps it off the floor. But somebody up front touched the net.
Yep. Keeps Cardinals alive here.
Well, and it's becoming more desperate now. Just 3 points away from victory are the Crimson. Set number one, it's stayed tight throughout, but Maple Grove has had the upper hand all the way through. Wow, using the chest.
Yeah, that's
and that's going to end up being a point.
Well, English.
Looked like it was going to fall right on the line, and Vang had to reach out, not able to get it back in play. And so 23-18, with Ryan Patton returning to the service line. Andrew Hyatt picks it up, and that pass not on the mark for Garbo, and it's going to be set point for Maple Grove.
Well, the Cardinals, for the most part, have been able to keep this one close.
Yes, this 6-point lead is the largest so far. Big attack, but a good pickup by Hyatt. Unfortunately, it's wasted as the Cardinals let it fall to the floor, and the Crimson will take set number one by a 25-18 score. We're just getting started at the Fieldhouse. More boys high school volleyball after this on CTA. Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, a tight battle for most of that first set. Crimson, though, led start to finish. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead, and Coon Rapids just never quite able to get back to even after that. But they kept it close.
They did.
Right around 4 or 5 points throughout until those last couple of points. And yeah, Avery Yang has been impressive. That guy's got some hops.
He really does for a young athlete his size. Boy, he can jump.
But a good pace to it, and you know, unfortunately, we talk about it. Some mental mistakes, both sides, service errors, both sides. You want to try and clean those up. It's still very early in the season, but also very early in this contest.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Home team hoping it goes at least 4 sets as they drop the first. Trying to keep their streak intact to start the season, out to a 2-0 start. But they knew coming in, Coach Fleury and his staff, that this was going to be their toughest challenge so far.
Yeah, they beat St. Cloud Tech in 3 and Cooper in 3 to start the season. And then their 3 home games to open the season. Then they go on the road for 3 before coming back here for our next time we're going to be here, is at home against Anoka on senior night. Let's get it started, Joe.
Well, I will say this. They take their time getting set for
yeah, they do.
The serve to start a set. Make sure everybody's in the right position and have the right personnel on the floor, and here we go. Kasulki to serve. Picked up by Vang. Out of the reach of Fleury, but he got it, or Hyatt rather, he got it back in play. And in the scramble, Maple Grove went underneath the net. They thought, Crimson thought that was not
We'll take another look.
that it was out, but
no, it was he was in
he
bounds
kept
when he hit it.
He got it around. Well, and he got it in between the posts.
I was just going to say that.
Important
Yep.
part. I think that's what caught Maple Grove off guard. But Coon Rapids, its first lead of the game or the match, and it was short-lived as Evan Barnes gets a kill on the right side for Maple Grove.
Well, again, you know, the thing that the Cardinals take out of that first set is they know they can hang and they can play with Maple Grove. So that gives them the confidence going here into set number 2.
Vang picks up the serve. Set goes to Garbo. Quick turn on the other side. And Devin O'Callahan gets the kill. Maple Grove takes the 2-1 lead, and Miley heads to the service line. Strong net play for the Crimson continues. Garbo hammers that one. Miley able to save it. That one will not get back into play.
Boy, there's a lot of power on that kill. It found the floor.
Garbo just a sophomore.
Effort. Yep.
Andrew Hyatt serving. Tipped at the net, punched over by Breitenfeld. Good battle at the net. Garbo. Coach Gray was right there ready to make that call for the official.
He's right in there, right in the action.
Breitenfeld at the service line. Yang will play it across. Miley gets there. Played over by Callahan, and another point for the Crimson.
Well, defense back a little bit, expecting maybe a little bit more of a velocity on that kill attempt, but doesn't matter how hard you hit it if it finds the floor. It's your point.
Orion. It's a great first name. Orion Breitenfeld, just a great sports name across the board, but not a great service this time.
Nope.
Service error, and as I talked about, service errors and miscommunication on both sides in that first set. Callahan, big power from the left side for Maple Grove.
Yeah, we've seen him with that position a couple of times tonight, and getting points from that side of the net. Again, good set, and just a powerful kill to the floor for a 5-3 lead there of the Crimson.
Ryan Patton serving. Yang is there. Vang the set. Iway the kill.
In the game, Cardinals number 12, Josh Hyatt.
Josh Hyatt checking back in, another sophomore. Got a couple of seniors that are going to be big parts. 3 of their starting 6 for Coon Rapids.
Did touch him?
Jumped out of the way.
Some of the fans here
to hit the floor.
Yeah.
O'Callahan to the service line. Callahan dives to make that save. Kasulki sends it over. Josh Hyatt on the attack. Crimson set it up for Kasulki. Good battle from Coon Rapids to send it back over. Patton the set. Barnes the attack. Hyatt is there. Vang will send it across and keep his toes from crossing the line. A big attack, and finally the win on that good volley for Kasulki and the Crimson. Good back and forth.
It really has been.
finally, just a little too much power from Kasulki for the Cardinals to handle. O'Callahan's serve picked up by Hyatt. Yang's attack. O'Callahan dives to make the save. Barnes partially blocked. Highway, great effort. Threw an arm out, not able to keep it airborne. He's another sophomore.
Yeah, Maple Grove starting to build that lead a little bit now, an 8-4 advantage here in set number 2.
Yang goes to the floor for it. Vang will send it across. Okay. Kasulki, just so much power. Cardinals trying to save it off of the backboard and everything else. It went up over the backboard,
almost went in the
rolled
basket.
the rafters, and the Cardinals somehow were able to get it back across, and now Maple Grove touches the net, a net violation. Coon Rapids point. I mean, that was wild. Goes, I don't even know, did our camera get, no, where did it go?
No.
Where'd it go? Went up into the rafters, over the backboard, rode up the I guess the stand for the backboard, the part that it hangs from.
The post?
I think it went around behind the scoreboard.
I think it did.
mean, that was just bizarre.
And the fact that
somehow they were able to get it back across and then win the point. Or at least Maple Grove lost the point. Highway hammering it, but wide. And the Crimson back to a 5-point lead. Hyatt bounces it off the top of the net. Crimson trying to scramble. Kasulki pushes it over. Right at the net, bounces to the Crimson side. Garbo keeps it alive. Kasulki pushes it over. The Cardinals, Garbo was there to receive. Iway sends it across. Here's Barnes on the attack. He's blocked, but and the Crimson had 4 touches.
Yep. That makes it 10-6. And a point in service for the Cardinals. Obviously want to keep this as close as possible.
Kasulki attacking cross court. Garbo is there. Josh Hyatt attacking. The other Garbo is there. It's off the speakers and right to the floor.
Yeah, the obstacle is not in the Crimson favor on that point.
Barnes attacking long.
Yeah, Cardinals managed to get it to 2.
Well, and I give a lot of credit to guys on both sides trying to deal with as many obstacles as they've had early in this one. We see it get up into the rafters in the girls' game too, but not as frequently as we've seen already tonight. Huge block for Andrew Hyatt, and he is fired up. And the Crimson want to talk about it, their lead down to 1.
Yeah, nice little run by the Cardinals here to get that lead back down just to 1 for the Crimson. Reds in the house. Beautiful block there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 2 big, tall guys they have are both seniors.
Right.
In Andrew Hyatt and Connor Jordan.
3 seniors in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
4
Avery
on the
Yang
team.
is the other starter, and obviously we talked about him.
Yep.
Julian Vang will head to the service line.
Yeah, it's all about momentum and grabbing it back. The Cardinals have grabbed the momentum back here, trailing by a point. Now it's time.
Garbo maybe should have let that one go.
Yeah.
Might have gone long, but instead it's an ace for Vang and a tie for the Cardinals at 10-10. Barnes plays it into the net. And the Cardinals back in front.
Well, the timeout called by Coach Gray was hoping to see if they were going to be able to get a little momentum, but the Cardinals keep it.
6 straight for Coon Rapids, their best streak of the match so far. Barnes' attack picked up by Vang. Hyatt will pass it across. Kasulki just tried to dunk it over and does. We're back to even at 11-all.
Yeah, and they needed a point there. Could get that service back, try and get that lead back.
21, Lucas Rasky. Serving for the Crimson, number 36, Landon Kasulki.
I asked Coach Gray if Landon Kasulki was a relative of the Viking great Carl Kasulki, but he wasn't sure. Not the most common of last names.
Big kill for Josh Hyatt. Gets Coon Rapids back in front, 12-11. No, it is not common. It's not Smith.
It's not Smith or Johnson.
Good pickup by Barnes. Waiting on it was Rasky to send it over, but out of bounds, and the Cardinals make it 13-11. Midway through set number 2, they're trying to come back after an opening set loss, 25-18. But a quick set and a point in the middle for Maple Grove gets the side out. Max Miley to serve. Punched over by Garbo. Waiting on it, O'Callahan, he sends it long.
That'll push the Cardinals lead back to 2.
Serving for the Cubs, 21, Andrew Hyatt.
Andrew Hyatt serving for the Cardinals. Garbo is there. O'Callahan plays it over. Avery Yang's attack picked up by Garbo. O'Callahan blocked by Garbo.
Really a nice job timing that block by Griffin Garbo. You see it again, just on how you time your jump.
Hyatt serve, pass back across. Yang is there. Garbo pushes it around the defense, finds the floor. And the Cardinals lead by 4.
Well, the confidence that the Cardinals knew they could play with the Crimson in that first set definitely has carried over here into set number 2, holding that 4-point lead.
Miley passes it back across. Avery Yang attacking and gets the kill. It's a 5-point lead for Coon Rapids and another timeout for for Maple Grove.
Awesome. One of the things we talked about earlier in this match is the inconsistencies and the unforced errors that Coach Gray was talking about. That some of the things that has happened to his squad is you're seeing it here in set number 2.
Garbo just tipping it around the defense. Good diving effort by his cousin Sam Garbo. But it finds the floor, and then Avery Yang splitting the block attempt.
A lot of optimism for this program here at Coon Rapids.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that Coon Rapids has a foundation to build on right from the start.
Yep.
Hyatt Rapids serve. Breitenfeld can't get it to the floor. Garbo can.
Yeah, Cardinals definitely feeling it here.
6-point lead now. Great save by Vang.
And they find that soft spot on the floor, no defense, and gets the point.
Hyatt continues to roll, and Garbo couldn't get out of the way, as that one was definitely going long.
Yes, it was. Well, sometimes it just comes at you so quickly, and it's, as you mentioned, getting out of the way sometimes is difficult when it's coming that quickly.
19-12 in favor of Coon Rapids. Did not lead at all in set number 1. Rasky able to blow it through the Coon Rapids block attempt. Keep it on their side of the net and finally end that roll.
Now that
6 straight points for the Cardinals.
Yeah, now the Crimson need to go on a roll of their own here if they want to stay in this one.
Jordan blocked in the middle. Right at the net. Garbo is strong. And the Crimson touched the net. Coach Gray disagrees, thought that Coon Rapids came across under the net. That's not the way the officiating crew saw it.
Well, it's up to them. They're the ones. They're the ones who make the final decision.
That one into the speakers. Garbo able to get it back over to the Cardinals. Yang attacking has another kill.
Boy, just an impressive kill there by Yang. 21-13 lead for Coon Rapids. Looking to tie this match up.
O'Callahan had different ideas. Huge power. Here he comes again. Blocked again. This one into the baseball banner. Kasulki able to play it across. Garbo waiting on it. Gets it past the defense. And gets the Cardinals up by 9. Just 3 points away from evening the score at a set apiece. An impressive point right there.
Yes, it's been an impressive second set for Coon Rapids.
O'Callahan had 2 huge power spikes, but the Cardinals able to repel both. Here he comes again from the left side. This time fires long. And Coon Rapids up by 10.
Yeah, more impressive second set for Coon Rapids than it was for Maple Grove in the first.
Julian Fang sends it wide. Yes, the 10 points is by far the largest lead for either team tonight. Yep. Maple Grove pushed their lead at the end of 7 in set number 1. They led by as much as 5 early in this one. Ryan Patton to the service line again. Garbo's attack picked up. O'Callahan was using some finesse that time. The power wasn't getting him the points he wanted.
It's okay, it doesn't matter how you get them, as long as you get them. Maple Grove with a hole to dig out of. Down by 8.
Patton waiting to serve. We've got a discussion at the scorer's table. And now we're set to play. 23-15, the score in favor of Coon Rapids. Highway in the middle. Picked up by Miley. Here comes O'Callahan. Cardinals able to keep it up, send it back over. Kasolki can't get it past Bag. Highway sent it over, and Crimson almost played it.
They did. And yeah, he had a lot on that. Obviously looking for that back line to see if he can put that finesse shot on right on the line. But
it was a pass to Emmy.
Emmy was open. Of course, Emmy's like 7'11". It's always open.
Good diving save by O'Callahan. Yang's attack. Crimson keep it up. Patton fakes him out, gets it to the floor. Cuts the lead back to 6.
The Cardinals are going to call a timeout.
Yep. Timeout.
Their 10-point lead down to 6.
So I'm trying to figure out how do they close it out? How do they come out of this timeout to finish it and then carry the momentum into set number 3?
Are you talking about the Cardinals?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think they just have to have the consistency that they've had in the second set. I think they just have to continue to look for that. And again, you know, they know obviously they can play with Maple Grove because now they're a couple of points away from tying this one up.
Well, and each time they made a comeback in the first set, they fell just short.
Right.
But they getting those couple of long runs on the service, it was huge for them in this set. But how do you break this streak now once Maple Grove has established the momentum?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you've got to be able to not let them establish the momentum. And granted, they're starting to here, but you just have to take it away and do it in any means possible, like that.
Highway in the middle, and it's going to be set point Coon Rapids.
So now you've got an opportunity here with set point. And Joe, that's exactly, now they did that. They gained that point. They're able to take that momentum back.
And then the crucial part, the other part of it I was contemplating is how do you keep that momentum when you know how good Maple Grove is on the other bench?
Well, you go into it and just say, you know, we played some really good volleyball here in the second set. They've got to win it first, obviously,
yes.
But we've played.
And the service errors do not help.
They do not. We just have to know that, we're just continue to give that same kind of effort in set number 3, and good things should happen.
Devin O'Callahan serving. It needs to be perfect now. Crimson must win the next 5, or this one is even at a set apiece, and that is all she wrote. Avery Yang jumped out of the building, and that ball went directly to the floor. Coon Rapids wins set 2, 25-19. We will take a break and be back for set number 3. It's best of 3 from here on out on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So Sports Nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And Sports Nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, a great comeback second set for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. After failing to lead at any point in set number one, Coon Rapids got the first point, but then fell behind 10-5, and it looked as if early on it may be very similar to set one, where the Crimson had that 4 or 5 point lead throughout. But instead, Coon Rapids responds. They go on this huge run, take a 10-point lead themselves, and then after a solid rally by Maple Grove late to cut into that lead, they get the impressive power kill from Avery Yang right there. The fans, you think they like it?
Yeah, I think they do like it. And now what the point we were talking about,
how do you carry
that momentum in? And we'll see how this third set unfolds. Because I mean, you know going in Maple Grove, I'm not. They're not looking past anybody. But you know coming in that they felt they had the opportunity to get a win here tonight. They did, because they're a proven program over the years. Cardinals were going to say, no, we're going to make it difficult for you. And now all of a sudden gets a little hot under the collar for them, because now it's tied at 1, and the Cardinals played really strong in that second set. So
especially the latter part of it. The most impressive part of that set win for Coon Rapids may be the fact that they trailed 10-5 early.
Right, exactly.
And came back.
And that's huge, because sometimes when you're down like that to a really good team, maybe you don't want to have a tendency to fold, but and fortunately some unforced errors from Maple Grove and some really solid play by the Cardinals gave them that win.
I mean, they outscored the Crimson there 18-3 after trailing 10-5, right?
Right.
To get from down 5 to up 10.
Right.
18-3.
Crazy. Well, now, Cardinals with service here in set number 3. See if they, can take that momentum and go on a run here to start with a nice little lead.
Lucas Yang serving, and he starts him with a lead, opening with an ace. The Cardinals clearly having some fun up front. Big block by Connor Jordan and Griffin Garbo.
Well, again, you feel that the nice feeling of winning that second set. It's early on anyway. It's carrying over.
In the middle, and Barnes. Oh, that's Patton, not Barnes. Or Fair, rather. It's one of the three. I'll get it right eventually. Set goes to Barnes. He attacks. Bang is there. Hyatt met at the net by 2 Crimson, and the Crimson called for the net infraction, and Hyatt helped with the call.
We'll see it again.
You can see that Kasulki clearly came across.
Yep.
Four 4-0 lead for the Cardinals to start. Kasulki tips it past the defense and gets the much-needed side out for Maple Grove.
Serving the Crimson, number 36, Emil Kasulki. In the game, the Crimson, number 41, Brady Reitmeyer.
Set goes back to Andrew Hyatt, and he gets a kill.
Yes, the Maple Grove didn't carry the serve very long, just the 1 point. Cardinals with a solid kill there get it back.
And this is where the Cardinals win on their greatest run, was with Andrew Hyatt at the service line. Garbo goes down to pick that one up. Now we'll just push it across. Set in the middle, the attack by Fair. Garbo.
Solid.
Some power, a diving attempt on the back end, but Garbo to Garbo. And the younger Holm, oh, that's not. I don't have a 3 on my roster, Shapiro.
Point Crimson.
Threw me off. I just saw the libero jersey.
40 Evan Barnes.
Yeah, they don't have definitely do not have a 3. But Sam Garbo is their typically is their libero.
They have 3 liberos listed. Coon Rapids has a couple listed as well.
Julian Bang.
Either way, Cardinals have a 5-point lead. Vang on the serve. O'Callahan bounces that one off the block attempt. Another much-needed side out for Maple Grove.
Serving for the Crimson, number 42, Jen Fair.
Yang powers it through the block. He has definitely been impressive.
Yeah, he certainly has.
He gets so much height that he's able to put so much downward angle on the spike that makes it very difficult to defend.
Guards number 12, Josh Hyatt.
Yeah, unforced error there. That's
Josh
what
Hyatt will take it as an ace.
That's what Coach Gray was talking about. Those are the couple of things that they've been trying to work on as the season progresses.
Garbo's service into the net.
In the game, Crimson, number 45, Ryan Patton. Serving for
The
Crimson,
freshman,
number 3,
Ryan Patton, back into the lineup for Maple Grove. He will serve.
Correction, number 45, Ryan Patton.
Patton will serve. Well, I think that's Max Miley wearing number 3. I don't see Garbo on the bench. I think he may have switched to a non-libero jersey. I think he may have switched to number 17, and now Max Miley, I'm pretty sure that's Max Miley, wearing number 3 as he switched to a libero. He's not listed as a libero on here, but
no.
hey.
Well, Sam Garbo's other number when he's not libero is 17.
I see him on the bench now as 17.
Yep.
I got it figured out, Shapiro.
We do. Well, eventually.
Only took us halfway through.
Hey, that's okay.
A lot of things that are foreign to us. Barnes fires long. And the Cardinals' lead continues to grow. They were not able to establish their lead early in set number 1. Now will they be able to hold on to it? A little confusion on the side of the Crimson as a couple of guys dove to the floor and both came up empty. O'Callahan's attack partially blocked. Highway stuffed in the middle. Andrew Hyatt partially blocked. Crimson's trying to recover, and then a little miscommunication from between Brighton Belt and Patton.
Crimson calling a timeout. Yeah, not exactly sure which way the other one was going to go, and they ended up running into each other, and the ball dropped to the floor, giving the Cardinals that 13-4 lead is where it stands right now. But you can see a little miscommunication. Who's going for it? Not sure. And then it finds the floor.
Well, I may not have been able to figure out how to maintain momentum into the next set. The Cardinals certainly have. as they jump out to
They have
a large lead early.
Well, and you know, your question was answered, and how are they going to carry the momentum over? And they have done that very well here in set number 3.
Avery Yang to serve for the Cardinals. 9-point lead. Picked up by Barnes, mishandled by Patton. And the Cardinals have scored the next point out of every Maple Grove timeout so far. Patton set. O'Callahan stuffed by
Hyatt just shakes his head.
I love it. I love the confidence of Andrew Hyatt as he turns around.
Not here. Not in our house.
Little chirping. Yang serve picked up by Miley. O'Callahan pushes it toward the back. Yang is there. Josh Hyatt is blocked. Iway pushes it back over. Cardinals keeping it up after Maple Grove one touched it back to their side of the net. Crimson now set up for Kasulki, and he finishes the point.
Oh, and they needed it. They needed that point. Now the lead for the Cardinals is 10. But we saw that last time after they broke that. Now no consistency in the service game for Maple Grove here.
Devin O'Callahan's had a nice match. Good pickup from Andrew Hyatt. And over his head, the hook shot through the block gets the side out right back for Coon Rapids.
That was like a Kurt Rambis hook shot.
Don't know who Kurt Rambis is? Please Google it.
Yeah, exactly.
Breitenfeld sends it toward the back. Cardinals set up Hyatt. He gets another kill. Cards up 12.
Yeah, they're just dominating here in set number 3. And again, they just want to keep that momentum rolling.
Well, when you get that momentum, you can see the smiles on the faces of the Cardinals. They're having fun. Crimson, not so much. Hyatt stuffed this time. He got good power on it, but Breitenfeld was right there.
Yeah, but the points are coming few and far between for the Crimson.
Miley serving.
That's just
Josh
a miss.
Hyatt, not quite the angle he was looking for. His brother's chirping him a little bit too. You're supposed to send that on the other side, little bro. Easier to have fun when you're up by 10, but can they continue to pressure? And what a shot from the young Hyatt. He likes that. His smile on his face. You know, I missed that other one badly, but he makes up for it perfectly to the back corner.
Yeah, it's no coincidence, though, that it just happened the way it is, that they have reverse numbers of each other, 12 and 21.
It just so happened?
It just so happened. They didn't plan it that way. It's a happy happenstance.
Service error for Lucas Yang, and Crimson will get it back. Still down by 10 as we're getting late into this third set. Crimson took the first, 25-18. Cardinals 25-19 in the second, and now 19-8 on the big kill from Griffin Garbo.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 21, Andrew Hyatt.
Big block from Connor Jordan. Avery Yang was there as well.
Wow.
A diving save by Andrew Hyatt at the backcourt. Barnes got it through the block, but punched back over by Jordan. Barnes again. This time he'll get the kill.
Well, they certainly need to go on a run. And I think Cardinals can feel it, but they just got to make sure they just play their game.
Scramble for Lucas Yang. Avery Yang gets it back into play on the other side. O'Callahan tips it over the block attempt. Good recovery from Connor Jordan. But then a carry for the Cardinals.
Makes it a 19-10 score in favor of Coon Rapids.
Set not where he wanted it. Big stuff by Connor Jordan, playing strong at the net. And then a carry for Maple Grove. Cardinals 5 points away from taking a 2-1 advantage. Bang's serve went right between the hands of Miley, but the Crimson able to recover. Yang fires it and finds the line.
Yeah, so much velocity on that.
Miley saves it from the floor. O'Callahan dunks it on the other side.
Serving for the Crimson, number 42, Jen Fair.
Fair at the service line. Highway couldn't get the angle he wanted.
Nope.
Well, if the Crimson want to come back, the time is now.
It certainly is. They're down by 9.
Remember, they led the entirety of set number 1. Yang denied this time. They led all of set number 1, and they led early by 5, up 10-5 in set number 2. Since that time, though, it has been pretty much all Coon Rapids.
It certainly has.
Fair trying to change that with this service. Uh-oh, Cardinals going to have to play it off the backboard. Nearly went through the hoop again.
Is that an extra point?
O'Callahan had that set a little bit behind him and not able to make the adjustment. Josh Hyatt is going to check back in for Coon Rapids. Garbo's serve. O'Callahan pounds it through the block attempt. Bang had a piece of it. He and Hyatt both going for it in the back corner.
Oh, Maple Grove not going away here, getting that point back, down by 8.
Patton will check in and take over at the service line. Highway in the middle. Crimson can't recover.
That's a big point. That's a big point for Coon Rapids. Gets them that service back. Now just down, just 2 points to go to try and take this 2-1 lead if they can.
Never want to chalk it up too soon.
I know, definitely not. That's why I said if they can.
Well, and that has been, you know, those problems have continued. Coon Rapids has really, in play, done very well. Not a lot of the errors we've seen. The Crimson struggle with some communication here in sets 2 and 3, really.
Right.
But Coon Rapids has had about the same number of service errors throughout, 5-6%.
Well, and the Crimson aren't making it easy for the Cardinals to get over this hump and get this win. Nice block.
Stuffed, but out of bounds. It'll be set point.
Oh, I thought it was inbounds. So great opportunity here for the Cardinals now to take a 2-1 lead.
Great positioning from Kasolki. Service there.
Yep, play. Can't chalk it up. Still, Cardinals in the driver's seat here. Just all they need is 1 point.
Yeah, Crimson need to be perfect for 7. Miley serving. Garbo's tip was over the net. Kasolki pushes back to the floor. Miley's serve picked up by Yang. Hyatt hits it down the net. And this is what we saw at the end of set number 2, is that the Crimson did make a little bit of a run late, but did not have enough and started a little too late, and the Cardinals able to close it out. Jordan punches it over, but he carried it.
He did. I'll give credit to the Crimson. Again, just fighting back here, now just down by 4. They're not making it easy.
Four unanswered points. Trying to climb back to even. They need 4 more. Hyatt skies. And it's out.
Timeout called by Coach Fleury with the lead now just 3. And if you're Coach Gray, it's all you can ask for from your guys is to dig out of that hole, and they've been doing that here. As your Coach Fleury, just figure out how we got to get that 1 point. We got to get that 1 point, get over the hump, get that second win, and move on to the 4th set. All right, we'll see what the
team that did not call the timeout has scored the first point out of the timeout. So you're gonna, every time.
So you're saying this is Maple Grove's point?
I'm saying
if statistics hold.
If the trend continues, if statistics hold,
that won't.
Statistically, I would say it was time that the team that called the timeout would get the point.
Right, but
that's exactly what happens as the service is long and the Cardinals hold on for a 25-21 lead, or 21 win. They lead by 2-1. Can they close it out in the 4th? We'll find out after this on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
It's all smiles for the home team after a resurgence in the 2nd and continued momentum in the 3rd. Cardinals came right out at set number 3, established themselves early. They had the first 4 points and built a 10-point lead at the 14-4 mark, and they never trailed.
No,
So
but they
Maple
need.
Grove led all of set number 1, early in set number 2. Coon Rapids, since then, has definitely been the team with the momentum.
And when the Cardinals needed that big lead here in that third set, just to make sure they closed it out. Yep.
As they had to hold on for the 25-21 lead, and that actually that end run for the Crimson, one of their best point runs of the entire match so far.
Yeah, and look at it. Just the Cardinals up so big, it made it a really tough hole to dig out of.
Sam Garbo is back in his libero jersey, and he's on the floor. You see Max Miley back into his reds and up front. And Kaselke will start us off here in set number 4, picked up by Hyatt. Andrew Hyatt will attack, but long.
Well, they know this is a do-or-die set for the Crimson. They know they have to win this one to keep it alive.
The team that has scored the first point has won all 3 of the first sets.
Interesting. Little fun fact from Joe Young.
Van goes to a knee to keep that one alive. Avery Yang on the attack, but the Crimson able to recover. Barnes attacking. Here's Hyatt hammering it. Garbo sends it across, but it ends up out of bounds.
I think the Crimson coming out here in set number 4 looking to see if they could take that early lead, but Cardinals said nope, not going to happen.
Callahan able to get it back across. Here's Andrew Hyatt again, blocked, but out of bounds. Cardinals take the lead 2-1. That was not the serve that Lucas Yang was looking for. Like halfway into his run-up, it was
like,
It was like, no.
I don't think this is going to do. This is not going to work.
Evan Barnes serving for Maple Grove. Connor Jordan will push it across. Callahan tips it over the defense. And Maple Grove back in front. Garbo with a tremendous strike on the far side.
I think
back to even.
I think the big key for the Cardinals here, they just can't let the momentum go to the side of the Crimson. Obviously, again, keep this one close and see if they can develop a little bit of a lead.
Hyatt serve picked up by Barnes. Nobody else able to recover, and a late communication from his teammates. That was going long.
Look at Dave Emmy. He runs the camera, sticks a foot out, saves the ball from going to the back of the wall. He's just doing it all. He's looking at his phone. He's balancing his checkbook. It's like, it's amazing. All that in one time.
Hyatt serve taken high in the chest by Garbo. Miley tips it to the floor. 4-all.
Serving the Crimson, number 48, Orion Breitenfeld.
Breitenfeld serving for Maple Grove. Bang sends it back across, and Callahan immediately to the floor.
Yeah,
Andrew Hyatt just about did the splits trying to get
I thought
to
he
it.
was going to. That return of service left it perfectly at the net for Maple Grove to win the point.
Connor Jordan pokes it to the back line. They set up for Miley. Quick return from Garbo. Kaselke plays it over. Yang attacking. Block was there, but they can't keep it on the Cardinal side. We're even at 5. The tied at every number so far. 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s.
Again, getting that elevation, getting that power. And service errors, that's certainly going to hurt you.
It's a place where you can really keep from hurting yourself.
Yes.
And pick up, so I don't know that you're really picking up points, you're just not giving them away. Callahan fires that one to the floor.
Yeah.
First 2-point lead for Maple Grove here in set number 4.
Yeah, he left nothing on it. He pounded that to the floor. There was no opportunity for Coon Rapids to get a return on that.
Garbo basically from mid-court, but perfect placement. Barnes went low, but couldn't pick it up. Josh Hyatt checks back in for the home squad. Big play at the net from Highway. Another one. This time he touched the top of the tape.
He did. That's unfortunate because that would have been the Cardinals' point, but unfortunately touched the tape, and Coach Gray called it out. Officials obviously called it out as well.
O'Callahan will go to the service line. His team up by 2. Bang there for the pickup. Yang hammers it right off of O'Callahan and into row G.
Do you have to have a ticket to get to row G?
Most nights. Unless your name is Shapiro.
Yeah, I have carte blanche.
Here at the field house. Everyone knows Shapiro. Yang plays it across. Oh, behind the back from Kasoki. Nice. I like it.
I do too. That was pretty.
Even Hyatt liked it. He was trying to defend it.
Yeah, and not much you can do about that. Yeah, it's just a big smile on his face. That was a heck of a point. Yeah,
Kasoki knew Hyatt was right there. Yep. Jumping right with him.
A little bit of English.
Sam Garbo to serve for Maple Grove. Josh Hyatt on the attack. Miley there to pick it up. Barnes attacking for Maple Grove. He'll get the kill and push the lead to 10-7.
Do or die set here for the Crimson. So far they're in control. Just a 3-point lead, but yet nonetheless in control here with that 10-7 lead.
Hyatt wisely lets it find the floor, and a service error for Maple Grove this time. Side out to the Cardinals. Cardinals would love to end it in 4.
Yes, they would.
Julian Vang to serve for the home squad. Discussion between the Maple Grove coach and our floor official. Bang serve picked up by Barnes. Barnes on the attack, put it into the net.
Yeah, again, you go back to those unforced errors. You lose points that way, obviously, and I know that frustrates Coach Gray because he's seen a lot of it here so far this season. Even though they've got a successful record at 2-1.
Our officials discussing something, and Coach Gray a chance to chat with some of his players. Not entirely sure what the issue or question is.
Are they talking about something with the kids?
I would assume it has something to do with crowd control in some way or another. As
Crowd control to Major Tom.
as that is, I'm assuming the site manager was asked to go talk to the crowd, maybe some inappropriate discussion and chatter behind the official. But we're back to volleyball. The Cardinals forced off the serve. The Crimson run into each other.
Wow.
And Cardinals not able to capitalize. O'Callahan pushes it across. Connor Jordan blocked in the middle. Trying to just tip it over. Barnes will fire it to the floor. Maple Grove up 12-9. Trying to force a fifth and final. Jordan in the middle, didn't get the angle he needed.
Timeout, Coach Fleury. And I think it's a good timeout here. Now down by 4. Just stop, talk about things, have a little strategy, and
well, and again, you see the expressions on the faces of the players has shifted back and forth along with the momentum. Some more concern on the faces of the Cardinals here in this fourth set, and a little more fun happening on the other side of the net in the fourth set. Certainly more fun than they were having throughout the third.
well, they know it's do or die at this point for Maple Grove. If they don't win this set, it's done. So more urgency here for the Crimson.
Hyatt hammers it and he scores. Good setup out of the timeout for Coach Fleury. And Andrew Hyatt did not disappoint.
No, and they needed the point, quite obviously.
Yeah, they definitely have some different guys that can be dangerous at the net. Sliding save for O'Callahan. Set for Hyatt, he found the back line.
That was a pretty kill by Hyatt.
Coach Gray thought it was maybe a little long, but
he would be incorrect.
Good placement from Andrew Hyatt. Lead back to 2. That one out of the reach of O'Callahan. As he and Garbo kind of tried to occupy the same part of the floor. Cards back within 1. Miley, that was into the top of the net.
Yeah.
Cardinals had to point it out that they did not touch it. And we're tied at 13. Miley gets the kill, gets the side out, and the lead right back for Maple Grove.
Well, this is the point I think Maple Grove wants to see if they can go on a bit of a run here with service. we get into the middle part of this fourth set. That's out.
Yeah, that one kind of spun off the side of Hyatt's hand. Barnes at the service lead. Maple Grove back in front by a couple. Garbo attacking left side. He gets the kill.
Yeah, Griffin Garbo was going to make sure he got the point for his squad, as that was with some authority.
Hyatt into the net. Have we talked too much about service errors yet?
No, you can never talk enough about service errors, especially
Kind of like free throws.
Yeah, exactly.
They're important.
They're important. You can't afford to miss them. The serves.
Garbo's serve was into the top of the net, spun all the way down and out of bounds on the far side.
Now, all of a sudden, a three-point cushion back for Maple Grove.
That's as large as the lead has been in this contest. We've had 6 ties. Coon Rapids only lead at 2-1. Yang tipped it over the defense. Good save by the Crimson. They're able to get it back into play. Cardinals thought there was a carry. Connor Jordan attacks and gets the kill.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 1, Julian Bang.
Bang serving for the Cardinals. O'Callahan, and now Fair in the middle was blocked by Iway. Set goes to Yang left side. He finds the back corner.
Boy, he put so much pressure on it, and then it just a perfect placement in that back corner. Brings the lead now just to 1 for Maple Grove.
Big block, Highway and Garbo both there. They'll go back to O'Callahan. Took a little something off it. Cardinals keep it up. Hyatt pushes it over. Here comes O'Callahan again. This time hammered down the line. That was
pretty.
An impressive point for the Crimson.
That again, authority on that one.
Crimson fighting for their lives after leading all of set number 1. Saw the Cardinals steal the momentum away midway through the second set. Now they have to win to force a 5th and final. They have led most of the way here in the 4th.
They have back to 3-point lead for them.
Well, much like what we saw in set number 1, they never got too far ahead.
No.
But they also never trailed in that one, and in this one only at the 2-1. Yang has been impressive all night, and really no chance to try and return that one.
12, Josh Hyatt. Serving for the Cardinals.
Josh Hyatt checks in. Griffin Garbo will go to the service line. Picked up by Sam Garbo. Fair attacks, bang back towards the net. Highway stuffed by Kasulki. Kasulki, another strong play at the net. And the point for Maple Grove, 2017.
Serving for the Crimson, number 23, Devin O'Callahan.
O'Callahan will serve up the ace. And if you remember, right at the end of set number 1, they were finally able to open up their lead the last couple of points. Finished with a 7-point win. That was blocked, but rolled the top of the net out of bounds. Highway gets the kill. Cardinals get a crucial point.
And again, that's the break that they need in this part of the set. And I'll take advantage of it.
That was into the top of the net for Barnes. Avery Yang to serve. Garbo mishandled it a bit, but the Crimson recover. O'Callahan pushes it across. Andrew Hyatt attacking through the block. Cardinals back within 1.
Well, there's certainly no quit in this Coon Rapids Cardinals volleyball program. Timeout, Crimson, as their lead has vanished to 1. And a good timeout because you saw that momentum going back to the Cardinals. Maybe, take a pause a little bit, see if they can reverse some of that momentum here, up by a point.
Cardinals have been better out of timeouts than have Maple Grove. Maple Grove has yet to win a point coming out of their timeout.
We'll see if that continues.
This being their 4th timeout of the match so far. They won the point.
Tough time to have that service error, because now it's 3 points away from a win, and with service.
Serving for the Crimson, number 6,
Sam Garbo will head to the service line. Crimson hoping to close it out, force it to a 5th and final. Bang there to pick it up. Josh Hyatt tips it over the defense. O'Callahan is there. Breitenfeld, big power in the middle, and the Cardinals can't recover.
Tough one to recover from.
Garbo's serve picked up by Hyatt. They'll go back to him for the attack. The block is out of bounds. Cardinals get a side out.
Still an opportunity.
Bang heads to the service line. O'Callahan to the middle of the court. Bang is there. They set it up for Hyatt. And he finds the back line. That was very close.
That was very close. We've seen him do that a number of times here tonight. And again, just finding that back line. Oof. That was close.
Dave Emmy like an artist.
Well, he is.
Camera. Barnes blocked at the net by Connor Jordan. Another block. Cardinals started to celebrate that. Thought that one was on the floor. Jordan didn't get much on it, but nearly found the floor. Instead, it ends up on the Cardinals side as it was flipped over by Kasolki. And now set point for Maple Grove.
Well, Maple Grove, timeout called by Coon Rapids. Maple Grove came out here in set number 4 and said, we're not walking off the court unless we go to 5 and see what happens then. And so far, they are just the 1 point away from moving to that 5th and final set.
Landon Kasolki will be at the service line, a chance to get this to a 5th set. The set goes to Hyatt, he's stuffed, and the Crimson are forcing it to a set number 5. We will take a break and we will be back with the 5th and final right after this on CTN.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
It all comes down to this, a 5th and final at the Fieldhouse. Maple Grove winning the first 25-18. Cardinals storm back, wins 25-19 and 25-21. Maple Grove says they will not go quietly.
No, they definitely will not.
As they finally established a lead midway through that 4th set. They held off Cardinal attempts to come back. So here we are, first to 15, win by 2. Cardinals trying to stay undefeated. Crimson trying to stay above 500.
Yeah, that was a big win for the Crimson, obviously. You know, it's a good program. They weren't going to drop this one. They were going to make it go to a 5th and final, and now obviously anybody's match.
Kasulki will serve to get us started here in the 4th. Oh, and that trend continued, by the way. The team to score first has won all 4 sets so far. So how important is the first point? Can be very important. And it is going to go in favor of Maple Grove as the Cardinals just got a little sloppy on serve receive, and Avery Yang in desperation sent it well wide.
Well, as quickly as they get that point, they gave the point up and service back to the Cardinals.
Well, we saw again, in set number 4, it was tied at 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And then again, I think at 11s, no, 13s. Garbo will play it across, sliding save for McCallahan. Hyatt wound up and then through the changeup. Crimson able to recover and get the point.
That's a heck of a point. Yeah, it doesn't even look, just over the shoulder.
That was a diving save by Kasulki, and then I think behind the head by Breitenfeld.
Off his head.
Serving for the Cardinals, number 21, Andrew Hyatt.
Back to even at 2 apiece. Andrew Hyatt at the service line was the engineer of the longest scoring streak for either team tonight back in that 2nd set. Helped the Cardinals establish a 10-point lead and eventually get on to the win. Connor Jordan sets it for Garbo. He just pushes it across. Set up for O'Callahan, and
Yeah, you're so used to Callahan pounding to the floor from that spot. Just a nice little soft touch up and over that front line of Coon Rapids for the point for a 3-2 lead.
Breitenfeld will serve with a 1-point lead. Yang attacks, but picked up well by Barnes. Huge stuff by Griffin Garbo. Julian Vang will head to the service line. O'Callahan said, yep, I can still hammer it too.
Yeah, he's pretty automatic in that spot. We've seen him do that quite a bit here this evening. That gives his squad that 4-3 lead.
And again, just like it was in the last set where you tie at every point.
Back and forth.
Miley's serve picked up by Vang. Set not where they wanted it. Cardinals able to recover. Garbo stuffed though by O'Callahan. Vang had to go to the floor for that one. Garbo punches it over the defense. Other Garbo there to recover. Attacked by Fair, and the Cardinals can't recover.
Now Maple Grove's starting to open up a little bit of a lead, and that's where they're strong.
Set for Garbo, he punches it over. Kasulki there. O'Callahan attacks. Yang fires, picked up by Barnes. Here's O'Callahan. He finds the back corner.
Again, just nice placement. Timeout called by Coon Rapids here, trailing by 4-7-3.
They needed it.
They certainly did.
And again, look at the smiles on the faces of Maple Grove, the concern on the faces across the way.
Not so much on that that Cardinal side right now. You saw a lot of smiles earlier, but now, as you mentioned, the concern because they would love to pull this one out.
Still, again, very early in the season, Coon Rapids came in, again, 2-0.
Yep.
But knowing that this would be their toughest challenge yet.
And they've lived up to this challenge, certainly.
Miley serving. Cardinals pick it up. Yang on the attack. They got a piece of it. Set comes back to O'Callahan. Diving save by Lucas Yang, and it goes right to the floor.
Yeah, much needed point.
O'Callahan really thought he had the Cardinals stymied with that one, just diving out and just finding the right spot. Griffin Garbo serving. Sam Garbo to receive. Kasulki plays it across. Highway in the middle. Crimson set up for O'Callahan. Pushes it around the defense. Finds the floor.
Serving for Crimson, number 23, Devin O'Callahan.
And a service error. Gives it back to Coon Rapids.
Yeah, tough service error in that spot for the Crimson.
He put a lot of power onto it.
He did. He did. It's unfortunately went into the net.
Yang serve. Barnes punches with the left hand, but too tough for the Cardinals to control. 9-5.
Serving for the Crimson number 6, Sam Garbo.
Hyatt hammers it through the block.
Again, just keep chipping away at this lead.
Again, this is 5th and final, so
Yep.
1st to 15.
That's correct.
Every point crucial as Julian Vang returns to the service line for the Cardinals. O'Callahan from midcourt. He's ready to take the team on his shoulders and help him get this win.
Oh, he's been doing a good job of it here so far. 10-6 now in favor of the Crimson.
Kasulki to serve. Vang goes to an E to pick it up. Josh Hyatt blocked. Yang plays it across, hammered back by the Crimson. They'll set it up for Hyatt. Garbo saves it, played across. Jordan able to get it over to Maple Grove side. It will not come back. Fast net play on both sides. Avery Yang serving. O'Callahan tried to take a little something off it and keep the catch Cardinals off guard. Instead, put it into the net. Yang serve picked up by O'Callahan. Miley attacking and scores. But he went
I don't know.
all the way under the net.
Yeah.
He was on the other side.
He was.
Completely on the other side of the line.
I think they're talking
Coach
about
Gray controlling his bench. They all want to know. Maple Grove point. Crossed the line
Take a look.
after the point was scored.
Serving for the Crimson number 40, Evan Barnes.
I don't know.
Garbo gets it right back.
Serving for the Cardinals number 21.
11-9 in favor of Maple Grove here in the 5th. The 4-5th is different than the 5th.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Miley attacking, sent right back across by Lucas Yang. O'Callahan, that was off the foot of Andrew Hyatt, who was on the floor. That one's wide.
Huge.
And it's back to a 1-point match.
That's huge. That is huge. That is crazy, that play. Off the foot.
And I don't know that Hyatt really had to move. I don't think he had time to move. I think it just pounded it off his foot, which was where it was. And now an ace is going to put us back to even at 11-all.
Boy, that's big.
How about best of 4, win by 2?
Yes. Timeout, Crimson. As they looked like they were gonna look at that. That's amazing. That's young-like.
Reminds me of Scott Sterling, actually. Except he uses his face.
Yes, he does. So good.
Not familiar with that reference.
Look it up.
Scott Sterling
Great.
plays volleyball and soccer.
And soccer with his face.
Wonderful, wonderful internet fodder.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
But you couldn't have scripted this one any better.
No.
And Maple Grove controlled all of the first set on their way to a 7-point win. They had a big lead in set number 2, only to see Coon Rapids get on a run and take away all the momentum, winning that and set 3. Crimson come back and win set 4 in a close one, 25-22. And here we are tied at 11 in set number 5.
Couldn't have asked for a better one.
Hyatt at the service line. Garbo plays this back across. And Griffin Garbo puts it right back at his feet to give the home team a lead. Andrew Hyatt at the service line. Coon Rapids, I believe this is their first lead of set number 5. This one played across by O'Callahan. Lucas Yang keeps it alive. Garbo plays it across for Coon Rapids. Sam Garbo near the net. O'Callahan pushes it across. Yang waiting to attack, sends it long. We're tied at 12.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Serving for the Crimson, number 48, Ryan Wright.
Yang on the attack. Good save by Barnes near the backhand. A huge block by Griffin Garbo.
Wow.
He was ready for Callahan that time.
Yes, he was. Makes it 13-12. Look at that elevation and that block by Garbo.
Vang serving, picked up by Barnes. O'Callahan
Very smart
sends
play.
it softly over the defense and gets us back to even at 13-all.
As a defense, you got to be concerned with that with Callahan. You know, Callahan, you know he's going to try and pound it to the floor from there. And just smart play.
And now it's win by 2. First team to get ahead by 2 will get away with a win.
That's a tough one.
The Crimson get point number 1. It is set point, match point, with Max Miley at the service line. Coon Rapids timeout.
Yeah, you had to call it there. This is is about as close a contest as we've seen.
It's as close as it can
get. Yeah, just amazing between these two teams. Neither one obviously wants to leave this court a loser. Cardinals, big opportunity here as Coach Fleury is going to talk about, obviously talking about with his guys what he wants to see as Maple Grove looking to serve for the win.
Max Miley, an opportunity to serve for match point for Maple Grove. Great contest, 2 evenly matched teams. Iway punches it across. The set for O'Callahan. Yang sends it across, but out of bounds. And the Crimson come back from down 2 sets to 1 to get the 3-2 victory in set number 5.
It's a heck of a match. There's no question about it. And, you know, Maple Grove, I think, coming in the favorite here, obviously. And Coon Rapids wasn't going to have any of that. And they played them right to the bitter end. And unfortunately, one team has to lose, and the Cardinals on that end.
Yeah, it had a little bit of everything. Momentum swings, intensity.
Yep.
A lot of power from both of these teams. A good pace to the contest. It was a lot of fun.
It was definitely a lot of fun. Our first opportunity to see the guys volleyball, and I know we're coming back in a couple of weeks for another one.
A lot on the docket here at CTN. We got softball on Tuesday, tennis on Thursday of next week. We see the boys lacrosse team against the Blaine Bengals on Monday, the 29th. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, it's the Crimson in 5. They won 25-18. Cardinals won 25-19 and 25-21. Crimson 25-22 in the 4th and 15-13 in the 5th. That's going to do it for us. We want to thank everybody out for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.